Good evening and welcome. I'm Vincent McCory. This is Africa 54. Now we begin in Burundi, where President Pierre Nkurunziza has registered on Friday to run for a controversial third term. Now the move is likely to trigger more anger among protesters opposing his bid for another 5 years in office. The Burundi Constitutional Court ruled this week that he could run, saying his first term did not count because he was picked by parliament and not elected by the people. Critics say the court is biased and are vowing to keep up protests. Nkurunziza's bid for a third term has plunged Burundi into its worst crisis since the civil war that pitted rebels from the ethnic Hutu majority against the then Tutsi-led army and killed about 300,000 people. Now, the African Union and the United States had urged President Nkurunziza to drop his plan to run in elections set for June. But as viewers Zlatica Hoke report, the violence stemming from his decision to stand for a third term has sent waves of refugees into neighboring countries.
There have been almost daily protests in the capital Bujumbura since President Nkurunziza announced late last month that he would seek to extend his 10-year rule. On Thursday, he promised not to seek a fourth term if re-elected, and he appealed for calm.
We are asking political party leaders to go around the country and tell their supporters to accept the elections because there is no other remedy for the current problem. Burundians and friends of Burundi, these protests, in the capital especially, have disrupted a lot of things, and we are sad because people have lost their lives, whether civilians, army, or the police.
At least 15 people have been killed since the protests started. The African Union has warned the situation in the country is not suitable for elections. Many Burundians are incensed by the Constitutional Court ruling that approved the president's candidacy, and they say they will not be pacified.
Even if 1,000 people are killed, we are not stopping the protests. If people in the capital city die, we will not stop the protests. If they kill anyone in this area, that's when they will have started a war.
East African leaders will meet in Tanzania next week to discuss the crisis in Burundi. But for many Burundians, it is too late.
To be honest, they are really late because the situation is already bad. People are dying, hunger is increasing, there are no jobs, so they are really late.
The United Nations says about 40,000 people have fled the country in recent weeks, mostly to Rwanda.
We started yesterday distributing 1-month food rations for the refugees. There are nutritional centers that have been set up to make sure that children who are screened for malnutrition receive the support that they need. And we're going to need the support of the world to make sure that we can do this over the next months.
The UN Refugee Agency has appealed to all sides in Burundi to stop the violence which is worsening the already critical world refugee crisis. Zlatica Hoke, VOA News, Washington.